Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Light Sports Ramble. As always, my pleasure to come to you this evening after I'm done with work. And what a great day it was, at least for me. Not for Josh Freeman, but we'll talk about Josh Freeman in just a bit. From my side, I'm just going to notify the listeners early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe a little hiatus from the Light Sports Ramble as I transition my job and wait for my new phone at work. I'm actually leaving Indianapolis. I've been promoted to campus director at a location in Tarentum, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Pittsburgh. So I'm pretty jacked up about that. But until I get my new work phone next week, folks, I have to put the Light Sports Ramble on a little bit of a hiatus. But it will not affect episodes moving forward. Just got to get the new work phone on my desk. And then when I do that, I'll definitely get back with you guys. So let's talk about Josh Freeman's bad day. He comes to the stadium, finds out he's been benched for Mike Glennon. And to be honest, it had to be done. I mentioned yesterday the Buccaneers season is done. Shiano says, we're not tanking the season, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you are. Because in reality, you know you don't have the pieces to make a run now at the playoffs starting 0-3 in your division. So give the young kid a chance. And I think it's the right move. I mean, Freeman is completing only 45.7% of his passes. That is terrible. Just downright terrible. Passer rating of 59.3. The only one worse in the league than Freeman is Gabbert at 30.8%. Ridiculously low. So you're 0-3. You're not winning ball games. I agree. Put Glennon in. It's his chance right now. And I think people forget that it's not like this is some 7th round draft pick. Glennon was the 3rd quarterback taken in the draft behind Manuel and Smith. Now, he came a little bit later in the draft, but he was the 3rd quarterback taken. And the guy put up some huge numbers in college. So the guy can throw. And apparently, Shiano thinks that he has grasped the offense and he's ready to start. Throw him into the fire. I think this just marked the end of Freeman in Tampa Bay. Now, he's going to get another look next year. You know, maybe he can get his head on straight. But ever since his rookie campaign with all the hype, I haven't seen the development out of the guy. And maybe it's the coaching, and maybe he just needs a new environment to change what's going on. So best of luck, Josh Freeman. Sorry about your bad day. But that also sparks some other things. So who's next? Where's the next quarterback change going to come in the NFL? Now, we kind of had one with Hoyer going in for Whedon, but that was for injury. So they say. Now, I'm not arguing that Whedon is injured and Hoyer had to start by necessity. But Hoyer got him a win. Hoyer got them a win. Now, his passer rating isn't that much better than Whedon's. But he did throw 3 touchdowns. But he also threw 3 interceptions. But at the end of the day, isn't it about W's? Because I guarantee if Josh Freeman was 3-0 with a 59% passer rating, we may be saying he has to get better, but he wouldn't be getting benched. So does Hoyer just stay in for Whedon? I say yes. I say yes. I know they say you're not supposed to be able to lose your starting job because of injury. Well, it's the NFL world, and winning games in the NFL is tough. Hoyer went out and won a game. And I'm not even saying ride the hot hand. I'm saying ride the quarterback that's going to give you the best chance to win. And right now it looks like it's Hoyer. Because Whedon's numbers are terrible too. He's the 30th ranked quarterback in the NFL. Passer rating 62%. Accuracy 54.7% of his passes completed. It's crap. Hoyer got you the W. Keep him in there. Let him play. So that could become a permanent move. And now the next move I was reading today too, Matt Castle could possibly play for Christian Ponder because Christian Ponder has some sore ribs. You know what, Minnesota? Make those ribs very sore and let Castle start. Because Ponder's not better than the other two I just mentioned. 28th in the league. 65.9 passer rating, 5 interceptions already. A little bit more accurate, 59%. But that's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. He's just not a leader out there. So if I was the Vikings medical staff, I would advise Christian Ponder that your ribs are very sore. Let Matt Castle go in. Because again, isn't it about putting the best person in to help you win? Now, I don't think Matt Castle is the true answer in Minnesota. But Castle proved he could win in Belichick's system. Didn't have such a great run in Kansas City. But I think Castle can bring some experience that Ponder doesn't have. And I think Castle has some savvy in the pocket to actually maybe pull out some wins. But like the Buccaneers, with the Vikings starting 0-3, they've got to catapult the Packers and the Bears. I know the Packers are 1-2, but I don't think, I was reading today, push the panic button. Why are they pushing the panic button? You know, tomorrow night, Evan and I will discuss the Packer game, and you're going to hear some frustrations from me. But by no means should the Packers be pushing the panic button. By no means. Now, that also leads me up to another quarterback controversy, and it doesn't matter, but it's in Jacksonville with Gabbert and Henne. I mean, you got Gabbert, the lowest ranked starting quarterback at 30.8. Then you got Chad Henne at 68.8. It's pick the lesser of two evils at this point. I mean, there's nothing there. Maybe they go in the offseason and they make a move for Freeman. I could see that happening. But whatever it is, I had mentioned in an earlier ramble that Henne I thought should be the quarterback anyway because Gabbert is terrible. Blaine Gabbert is not an NFL quarterback, nor do I even think he's a backup quarterback. So instead of just being embarrassed, at least put Henne in there. Not too much better. There's just no weapons there. Just no weapons. And let's put an end to it today, folks. Let's end this today. Because I'm seeing it on Facebook. I'm seeing it on NFL.com. I'm seeing it on ESPN.com. No, we're not benching RG3. I know it's about W's, and you said, Troy, it's about W's. You know what? It is about W's. But RG3 is not playing that bad. His passer rating is 86.4. Now, granted, I know he's getting his yards in crappy mop-up duty in the second half when the team's pretty much already out of the game, but he's bringing them back. He's putting up some yards. He's making his throws, and I know the defenses are pulling the dogs back. But in either case, Kirk Cousins is not the answer either. It is not your quarterback play in Washington. I mentioned it in the preview for the Packer-Redskin game. They've got problems at center. They got problems at guard. Teams are going to run up the middle. They're going to just get in his face and crush him. If you put Cousins in there, he's going to get killed. The problem is the defense right now. They are giving up tremendous amounts of yards, tremendous amounts of points. I don't care who the quarterback is there. It could be Peyton Manning, and it may not be the answer in Washington right now. So let's get off benching RG3. Let's put it to rest. In my mind, it is done over. RG3 is the starting quarterback. Should keep playing. Because if you're going to mention that, then let's go right over to New York and say, let's bench Eli Manning. Because his play is a lot worse than RG3's right now. But I hear no mention of Manning being benched. Why is that? Because he's won 2 Super Bowls? Well, that's hypocritical. It's hypocritical because his numbers are worse and his team has the same record. So why is nobody calling for Eli Manning's head? because they say he's a veteran. He's won 2 Super Bowls. It's the defense's problem right now. We'll give RG3 some credit there. Should be the same conversation. So when anybody brings up RG3 should be benched from now on, I'm going to say, why not Manning? Why not Eli Manning? His numbers are worse. Quarterback ranking 70.5. He's almost in the class of the Freemans, Whedons, Ponders, and Gabberts. Horrendous. So with that said, folks, get off the RG3 thing. But I think there's going to be some movement in quarterbacks. You know, we already got Glennon going. I think the next one is Castle for Ponder. And I think it's a permanent thing. I don't care if it's a rib injury. I think it is permanent. And I think the Hoyer-Whedon thing, with the Richardson trade, I think they're just going to go with Hoyer. Or they're going to play Whedon to see if they can try to maybe build a stock up. I don't know. But I think Hoyer, if they're actually truly trying to win games, I think Hoyer's the guy that you play for now. He's already proven that he can go out and win. And then, of course, Jacksonville, you know, do whatever you want down there. Henny, Gabbert, whatever you want. Neither quarterback's going to help you win. I really feel them bad. They could go 0-16. They really could go 0-16, and that would be a shame because they're just terrible. But other than that, folks, tomorrow night, remember to tune in. 2 episodes tomorrow. So, again, tonight, tomorrow, I want you to tweet in questions, comments, things that you want us to talk about on Twitter Talk. We're going to take the top 3 topics. Evan and I will discuss them tomorrow night. We'll also recap the loss to Cincinnati. There is a bye this week for the Packers, so no Packer preview. But we're going to preview the Wisconsin-Ohio State football game. Should be a great one on Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's going to be one heck of a game. And Evan and I are going to talk about that. So I hope you all tune in tomorrow with my co-host, Evan Watallison. With that said, folks, that is tonight, Red Light Sports Ramble. I'll see you at the next red light. Enjoy your evening.